Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to tell about a story which is called Shadowy Forest Adventure. Enjoy it. Once upon a time, in the peaceful village of Brookhaven, there lived two adventurous siblings named Lily and Max. Lily, who was 10 years old, loved reading books about distant lands and brave heroes. Max, her 8-year-old brother, preferred exploring the outdoors, catching bugs, and climbing trees. Together, they made the perfect team for any adventure. One sunny afternoon, as Lily and Max were playing in their backyard, they stumbled upon an old, dusty box hidden beneath a pile of leaves. Excitedly, they opened it and found a mysterious map inside. The map showed a path leading from their village to a place called the Shadowy Forest. "Look, Max. It's a treasure map," Lily exclaimed, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Max peered over her shoulder. "Wow, a real treasure hunt. We have to follow it, Lily." After a quick discussion, they decided to pack some snacks, a flashlight, and their trusty compass. They told their parents they were going on an adventure, and with a quick hug and kiss, they were off. The path on the map started at the edge of the village, where a large oak tree stood. As they walked towards it, Lily and Max couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and nervousness. They had heard many stories about the shadowy forest, some saying it was magical, while others warned it was dangerous. "We'll be fine, Max," Lily reassured her brother, sensing his unease. "We've got each other, and we'll stick to the map." As they entered the forest, the tall trees formed a canopy above, making it seem darker than it really was. Sunlight filtered through the leaves, casting dancing shadows on the forest floor. The air was cool and filled with the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves. Following the map, they walked deeper into the forest. Along the way, they encountered various creatures. A friendly squirrel scurried up to them, seemingly curious about their journey. Lily offered it a piece of her sandwich, and it happily accepted before darting back into the trees. As they continued, they noticed the path splitting into two. The map showed a clear route, but the forest had changed over the years, making it hard to tell which way to go. Lily studied the map carefully while Max looked around for clues. "Look, Lily. There's a shiny stone over there," Max pointed to a small clearing to their left. Lily examined the map again and nodded. "I think you're right, Max. Let's follow the stones." The stones, which were scattered along the ground, seemed to glimmer faintly in the dim light. They followed the trail of stones, which led them deeper into the heart of the forest. After a while, they came upon a small stream with clear, bubbling water. "We should refill our water bottles," Lily suggested. "We don't know how long this adventure will take." As they bent down to fill their bottles, they heard a soft giggle coming from the bushes nearby. Startled, they looked up to see a pair of sparkling eyes watching them. Slowly, a small, fairy-like creature emerged. It had delicate wings and a mischievous grin. "Hello, travelers. I am Twinkle, the forest fairy," the creature said with a twirl. "What brings you to the shadowy forest?" Lily and Max exchanged amazed glances. They had never seen a fairy before. "We found this map," Lily explained, holding it up. "It seems to lead to some kind of treasure." Twinkle fluttered closer to inspect the map. "Ah, the old treasure map. It has been ages since anyone has tried to find it. You must be brave and clever to come this far. The forest is full of wonders, but also challenges." Max puffed out his chest proudly. "We're ready for any challenge." Twinkle giggled. "That's the spirit. I will help guide you through the forest. There are some tricky parts ahead." With Twinkle's guidance, they continued their journey. The fairy led them to a beautiful meadow filled with colorful flowers. It was a refreshing sight after the dense, shadowy trees. They decided to take a short break, enjoying the vibrant scenery and munching on their snacks. As they rested, Twinkle told them stories about the forest and its magical inhabitants. There were tales of talking animals, enchanted streams, and even a wise old owl who knew the secrets of the forest. But remember, Twinkle said with a serious tone, not everything in the forest is friendly. Stay close to me, and don't wander off the path. Feeling rejuvenated, Lily and Max stood up, ready to continue. They followed Twinkle as she led them through a narrow, winding trail. The path became steeper and more rugged, but they pressed on, determined to find the treasure. After what felt like hours of walking, they finally reached a large, ancient tree with a hollow trunk. The map indicated that this tree was an important marker. "We're getting closer," Lily said, studying the map. "The treasure should be just beyond this point." Max's eyes sparkled with excitement. "I can't wait to see what it is." Twinkle fluttered around the tree, her wings shimmering in the dappled light. "The journey ahead will be the most challenging part. Stay brave, and remember, the forest rewards those with kind hearts and courageous spirits." With renewed determination, Lily and Max prepared to face whatever lay ahead in the depths of the shadowy forest. They held hands, feeling a mixture of excitement and anticipation, ready to uncover the secrets that awaited them. Lily and Max took a deep breath and stepped past the ancient tree, feeling a sense of anticipation. Twinkle fluttered beside them, her presence reassuring in the deepening shadows of the forest. The path ahead became narrow and winding, filled with twisted roots and thick underbrush. They walked carefully, helping each other over the obstacles. As they moved deeper into the forest, they noticed the air growing cooler, and a light mist began to swirl around them. Suddenly, they came to a clearing where the path split into 3 different directions. Each path looked equally mysterious, and there were no signs to indicate which one to take. Lily looked at the map, but it didn't show any more details about which path to choose. "What should we do, Twinkle?" she asked, hoping the fairy could guide them. Twinkle's wings shimmered as she thought for a moment. "This is the forest of choices," she explained. "Each path holds its own challenges. You must choose wisely, but don't worry. Trust your instincts and your bond as siblings. The right path will reveal itself." Max looked at the 3 paths and pointed to the middle one. "This one feels right. Let's take it." Lily nodded, trusting her brother's intuition. They started down the middle path, holding hands tightly. As they walked, the mist grew thicker, making it hard to see. Twinkle flew ahead, her glow providing a small but comforting light. After a while, they heard a soft, melodic humming. Following the sound, they soon reached a beautiful garden filled with vibrant flowers and lush greenery. In the center of the garden stood a large, sparkling fountain. Sitting on the edge of the fountain was a graceful deer with gentle eyes. "Welcome, travelers," the deer said in a soothing voice. "I am Luna, the guardian of this garden. To pass through, you must solve a riddle. Are you ready?" Lily and Max exchanged determined glances. "We're ready," they said in unison. Luna smiled and recited the riddle. "I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?" The siblings thought hard, discussing various possibilities. After a few moments, Lily's face lit up with realization. "An echo," she exclaimed. Luna nodded approvingly. "Correct. You may pass. Remember, the forest tests your mind as well as your heart." The garden path led them to a small, wooden bridge crossing a babbling brook. On the other side, the forest grew darker, and the trees seemed to close in around them. Twinkle fluttered close, her light flickering like a tiny lantern. As they crossed the bridge, they heard rustling in the bushes. Suddenly, a group of mischievous raccoons appeared, blocking their way. The largest raccoon, with a sly grin, stepped forward. "You must play a game with us to continue," he said. "If you win, we'll let you pass. If you lose, you must go back." Lily and Max hesitated but agreed. "What's the game?" Max asked. The raccoon's grin widened. "It's a memory game. We'll show you a sequence of movements, and you must repeat them exactly." The raccoons started the game, performing a series of jumps, spins, and claps. Lily and Max watched carefully, trying to remember each move. When it was their turn, they mimicked the raccoons' movements perfectly. The raccoons clapped and cheered. "Well done," the leader said. "You may pass." With the raccoons out of the way, the siblings continued their journey. They walked for what felt like hours, encountering more challenges and using their wits and teamwork to overcome them. They solved puzzles, crossed tricky terrain, and even helped a family of birds find their lost nestlings. Finally, they reached a small, hidden glade bathed in golden sunlight. In the center of the glade stood a magnificent, ancient tree with branches that sparkled as if dusted with diamonds. At the base of the tree was a small, ornate chest. "This must be it," Max exclaimed, rushing forward. Lily followed, her heart pounding with excitement. Twinkle fluttered above, her wings shimmering with joy. Max opened the chest, and inside, they found a collection of beautiful, glowing stones. Each stone radiated a warm, magical light, and as they touched them, they felt a surge of happiness and peace. "These are the Heartstones," Twinkle explained. "They hold the magic of the forest and the power of kindness and bravery. You have proven yourselves worthy of this treasure." Lily and Max smiled, feeling proud of their accomplishment. They knew they would always cherish this adventure and the lessons they had learned along the way. But just as they were about to celebrate, the ground beneath them began to tremble. The ancient tree's branches swayed, and a deep, rumbling voice echoed through the glade. "Who dares to disturb the Heartstones?" the voice boomed. Lily and Max looked around in surprise and saw a gigantic, wise old owl perched on a branch high above. It was the very owl Twinkle had mentioned in her stories. "We didn't mean any harm," Lily said bravely. "We found the map and followed it here. We only wanted to prove ourselves." The owl's stern gaze softened as it studied the siblings. "You have shown courage, wisdom, and kindness. The Heartstones are a reward for those who possess such qualities. Use them well, and they will guide you in times of need." With that, the owl spread its majestic wings and flew away, leaving Lily and Max in awe. They carefully placed the Heartstones back in the chest, knowing they had found something far more valuable than just a treasure. They had discovered the true magic of the forest and the strength within themselves. Twinkle led them back through the forest, retracing their steps past the friendly creatures and enchanting places they had encountered. As they emerged from the forest, the sun was setting, casting a warm, golden glow over Brookhaven. Their parents were waiting for them at the edge of the village, worried but relieved to see them safe. Lily and Max ran into their arms, eager to share their incredible adventure. As they recounted their journey, their parents listened with amazement and pride. The Heartstones' magic seemed to linger, filling their hearts with joy and wonder. That night, as Lily and Max drifted off to sleep, they knew that the Shadowy Forest held many more secrets and adventures. And with the Heartstones' magic and their bond as siblings, they were ready for whatever the future held. The next morning, Lily and Max awoke with a renewed sense of excitement and purpose. The Heartstones glowed softly on their bedside table, a reminder of their incredible journey. They couldn't wait to see what new adventures awaited them in Brookhaven. Over breakfast, their parents listened eagerly as the siblings recounted every detail of their adventure in the Shadowy Forest. The mysterious map, Twinkle the fairy, Luna the deer, the mischievous raccoons, and the wise old owl, all of it seemed like a magical dream. Yet the Heartstones were real, and their warm glow filled the room with a sense of wonder. "You two have had quite the adventure," their father said, smiling proudly. "It sounds like the forest has chosen you for something special." Their mother nodded. "You've shown great courage and kindness. I'm sure the Heartstones will continue to bring you wonderful experiences." As the days passed, Lily and Max noticed that the Heartstones indeed seemed to possess a special magic. Whenever they held the stones, they felt a sense of calm and happiness. The stones also glowed brighter when they did something kind or brave, encouraging them to always be their best selves. One sunny afternoon, while playing in their backyard, Lily and Max noticed a commotion near the edge of the forest. Curious, they followed the sound and found a group of village children gathered around a young fox with its paw caught in a trap. "Oh no! We have to help it!" Max exclaimed, rushing forward. Lily joined him, and together they carefully released the fox from the trap. The fox whimpered softly, unable to put weight on its injured paw. "We need to take it to the forest," Lily said. "Twinkle and the other creatures will know how to help." With the fox cradled gently in Max's arms, they led the way into the shadowy forest. The other children followed, their eyes wide with wonder as they entered the magical woods. Lily and Max used the Heartstones to guide them, the stones glowing brighter with each step. As they reached the familiar path, Twinkle appeared, her wings shimmering with concern. "What happened?" she asked, fluttering over to the injured fox. "It got caught in a trap," Max explained. "We freed it, but its paw is hurt." Twinkle nodded and motioned for them to follow. She led them to a small glade where Luna the deer and the wise old owl were waiting. Luna approached the fox, her eyes filled with compassion. "Place the fox here," Luna said, indicating a soft bed of moss. "The forest will heal it." As they set the fox down, the Heartstones glowed intensely, casting a warm light over the glade. The fox relaxed, its breathing steadying as the magical light enveloped it. The other children watched in awe, whispering excitedly among themselves. "The Heartstones are truly magical," Lily whispered to Max, who nodded in agreement. The wise old owl hooted softly, drawing their attention. "You have done well, young ones. The forest recognizes your bravery and kindness. It will always protect those who show compassion and courage." Lily and Max smiled, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment. They knew that their adventure in the shadowy forest was just the beginning of a lifelong connection with the magical woods and its inhabitants. Over the following weeks, Lily and Max continued to explore the forest, often accompanied by their new friends from the village. They discovered hidden groves, sparkling streams, and even a secret meadow where the flowers changed colors with the seasons. The Heartstones guided them, glowing brighter with each kind act and brave deed. The forest became a place of wonder and discovery for all the children of Brookhaven. They learned to respect and care for the natural world, understanding that the forest's magic was a reflection of their own hearts. One day, while exploring a new part of the forest, Lily and Max stumbled upon an ancient, weathered statue of a wise old sage. At the base of the statue was an inscription that read, "The greatest treasure is a kind heart and a courageous spirit." Max looked at Lily, his eyes shining with understanding. "That's what the Heartstones have been teaching us all along." Lily nodded, smiling. "And it's a lesson we'll carry with us forever." As the sun set over Brookhaven, casting a golden glow over the village and the forest, Lily and Max sat together, reflecting on their incredible journey. They knew that as long as they had each other and the magic of the Heartstones, they were ready for any adventure that life might bring. And so, their days were filled with laughter, exploration, and the joy of discovering the wonders of the shadowy forest. The siblings had found not only a treasure but a deeper understanding of the world and their place in it. The Heartstones continued to shine brightly, a beacon of light and love, guiding them on their path and reminding them that the true magic lay within their hearts. And they all lived happily ever after. I hope you enjoy listening to Shadowy Forest Adventure.